Okay, we're ready to move on to leadership module number 2. So this is where we really dive into the strategic planning process, and our initial module was really focused on that innovative thinking, the integrative thinking, and doing big picture thought to really move forward as far as leading healthcare. So the discussion board was very vivid, and there's a couple of things I just want to plant some food for thought as you move forward. Some of the things that came up during the discussion board or the forum was some of the frustration that can occur when we're looking at trying to implement innovation. And some of the questions that we need to ask ourselves as leaders is how can we empower that innovation, and how can we make sure that our practices stick, so to speak, in practice. How do we know that our changes or innovations will stay versus reverting back to previous practices? So those are all things to be thinking about. And in actuality, our forum for our leadership module 2, you're going to be sharing some of those tricks of the trade, so to speak, of what you do within your locus of control as far as empowering folks. So this will be a very cool discussion to have, because you all have tricks that you can share with each other, or maybe not so much as tricks, but tried and true practices that are based in the evidence is probably what I should say. So we're really coming full circle now. So we're really applying everything that you've learned within your DNP program as we're doing this particular course, and like we spoke about in immersion, the next course as well in population health. So we're taking all that very broad thought, and we're integrating that as we're developing our strategic plan, and we're looking at adding the twist of innovation as we move forward, because very often the strategic planning process is very similar from time to time, and we look at the same data. It's important, and that's what the purpose of the first forum is, to actually look beyond what you typically look at as far as developing that your analysis. So the purpose of the forum is to share your findings and what's really pertinent as far as what's coming down the pike as far as healthcare. So really think about going beyond what is typically taken a look at when the strategic analysis process occurs. Look beyond, take that step back, step out of the box, and look at those factors that are shaping healthcare. And much of that comes from the different regulatory bodies that are out there, or the thought leaders that are out there, such as the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, the Kaiser Permanente, all kinds of factors that you can actually focus on to really look not only in the here and now, but what's coming down as far as the future of healthcare, and how can your organization or your area be positioned to be successful in the future. So just kind of food for thought. And the other thing is, there were some conversations as far as how exhausting or frustrating sometimes change or innovation can be, especially when changes don't stick. And again, that's a key factor of DNP prepared practitioner, is actually doing that, not only implementation science with the evidence, but integration science. So making sure that things are actually integrated into the workflow is a key factor as well. So very vivid conversations, really enjoyed the conversations, so keep them up and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Just remember, the first part of leadership module number 2, the first week, is a forum. The second week, you're really focused on doing your very own broad analysis. So you have deliberate time to actually synthesize the information and come up with your broad analysis. So that's how the course was structured. So I just wanted to kind of remind you all of that. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. So I look forward to our upcoming discussions. Take care now.